Hey guys, welcome back to Daily Dose of Dead Cells, episode 5 now I believe. I'm so ready to get into this, and I am extra excited to be wearing the Ironclad outfit. So we're actually going to go kind of crazy right now, and I think I brought it up last time, but in today's episode we're going to be trying to farm some cells, so it's going to go a little bit different than it has been, but I'm excited nonetheless. And the way that I'm planning to try that, it's not going too well, is by being a crazy guy and trying to get flawless floor clears and speedrun kill things. Because you get a ton of cells just for being able to get through them. Like if you can just do one of them, it's crazy. So we're gonna go for the green one because we have two of them. I'm gonna show you what I have in store after the stage, basically. Ooh, a rare blueprint, nice. So we got 2 minutes and 11 more kills. Okay, so we can leave. I think it pauses during the screen, which by the way I am very thankful for. I think it's nice that you don't have to stress the timer every single second of your existence. Because I don't think it really adds much to the experience if you can't like strategize and stuff just because you're trying to go too fast, you know? Because they don't give you like a single second to do anything. Please drop, please drop. Oh dude, we just need one more guy. Okay, okay. Check it out, we might actually be able to get it. I know I just saw a scroll. I know we just saw a scroll that I can't pick up, so that kind of sucks. But that's okay. First time picking. Oh, look at that! Look at the double door. First time picking Castle Outskirts. But the reason I'm not too perturbed about it, we're gonna open this. Amazing. It doesn't really matter what we grab, but I'll show you why in a second. Alright, so we got our 1 speed reward. We're gonna go get our flawless reward. And look at that. Look at that. That right there is 40 cells, or 47 cells in 3 minutes, dude. That seems really fast to me. Ooh, we can check out the lizard skin. I've never seen it before. That's cool. I feel like at this point we should probably go for the next flask upgrade. Okay. Ugh, fine. Give me whatever. See, you might have noticed that I'm not too worked up about what items and skills and stuff I've been getting. And the reason for that is because I feel like maybe I'm tripping here. Maybe I'm taking crazy pills. But I feel like it might be really fast to just farm for cells like that. By just doing the first level as fast and clean as you can over and over again a few times. I don't know how to do this. Okay, here we go. I'm just looking for someone to kill me. It's so weird trying to purposefully get hit. That sounds like it could be a kind of cool like concept behind a game. Like you want to get hit. How to make my own game. There it is. He made that way harder than we had to. Also, apologies if I sound a little hoarse again today. Sorry if I sound like a pony. But I sat down for like 2 minutes and I like passed out and fell asleep. So I got like sleepy, just woke up voice. And truth be told, this video is going up a little bit later than I wanted it to. It's not the end of the world, because I'll be posting another video later tonight around like 2 hours earlier in the night than I'm posting this one right now, maybe 3. But yeah, I expect things to get onto a better schedule next week. Maybe even tonight or tomorrow, to be honest. Probably tonight or tomorrow. And the reason for that is that this has been the first week of the Daily Dose of Dead Cells videos. And I had some issues and I didn't make that big a backlog as well. But now, now it's weekend time, fellas. Now it's weekend time. And that means that I can be a degen. I can be a big, silly, weird guy. And I can play games all day. Because, fuck it, why not, dude? Why not play games all day? So after this recording, I'm actually going to go back to sleep. I'm going to sleep for a few hours. And then when I wake up, I'm gonna play just like a few hours of Dead Cells runs. I know, it sounds amazing, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm just gonna play a few Dead Cells runs. And yeah, I'm gonna record all day. Oh, okay, I don't know what all day, that's a bit hardcore. But I am going to record for a good few hours. And so that way, we have like a huge stack of videos ready. And then either tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna just edit a bunch of them together. Well, not really edit together, but you know, throw in my lazy quote-unquote editing. Oh, we got hit. Oh, and we're like out of time. Can we still hit this? Oh, 159, I think we made it. Nice. But yeah, I'm just going to throw together a bunch of videos, set them all to be scheduled to upload, and set them to upload at certain times, so that the video comes out at the same time, more or less every day. Because I feel like that would be kind of nice. Nice and consistent. Because I'd like to get way more consistent with the uploads. Been pretty good about posting every day. Today was honestly a bit of a slip up. We're still posting a video like just a couple hours later. But I would have really liked to post it a bit sooner. But hey man, life happens. I think that's going to be something that we definitely learn with the daily uploads. But I'm not going to stop. We're built different. We'll get back on track, especially now that this is going to be like the first week complete. This will be my first weekend to actually prepare a bunch of stuff, and I think that's going to make a really big difference. So also, I didn't say anything because I was yapping already. But a little bit unfortunate. That we didn't get our bonus there. We did get one of the bonuses. We got our speed bonus, but I got hit right at the end. So we ended up missing out on getting the flawless bonus. We were close though. I don't know if you guys saw it. We were like 1 kill away or something like that. 2 kills away. So it's pretty good. This might not be the most thrilling thing to watch. I'm not really sure how you guys feel about this. I don't really know if this feels like cheese or not. But to me, this seems kind of smart. I'm not gonna lie. Not to toot my own horn or anything. Not to be the absolute glazer. Okay, that seems pretty solid for the speed. Okay, I am going a bit slow now though. We gotta hustle. We gotta not get so hung up on everything. Alright, cool. It's kind of cool though. I think it's interesting being kind of incentivized to do some shorter runs here like this. I just have to try to be a little bit careful, but also just always keep the ball rolling. I'm not sure if this is like a better or a worse idea than just playing through normally. Because if we were playing through this normally, I don't think we would have collected nearly as many cells yet. Plus I'd be being like extra careful just to try to make sure, like, you know, I don't miss anything. So you'd be trying to get every single item drop and like exploring every little nook and cranny and corner. So I feel like there's some validity to the strategy. I don't really know. I doubt we'll do a lot of farming videos like this, because this might be the type of thing that I'm better off just doing by myself, you know, in my off time, not recording. Because while it does feel efficient, I don't know if you guys are gonna think it's like a fun thing to just watch me speed through these levels like this, so maybe let me know. If you're passionate about it one way or another, maybe let me know. Yeah, those kind of rooms also pause the timer, by the way. If you guys aren't too aware of how the timer works in Dead Cells, it does in fact, oh, we got hit. Okay, well, let's hurry. Let's get out of here. I think we're screwed this time, yeah. Okay, there's actually a handy dandy restart. Oh, you'll keep all progress with collector and your runes. Okay, so that means we don't have to kill ourselves on an enemy. We should just be able to get our little bonus, hit the restart button. I guess maybe that's kind of the risk of doing this, if you want to call it a risk. Like, if you make a mistake, it's just a waste of 2 minutes. But then again, on the flip side, it's only a waste of 2 minutes. It's not like losing a full run or something. So it's like a little less painful. I look like it was, yeah, I think that's just food. So let's not bother collect it. We gotta save time where we can. Which is also why I've been picking these up. I'm trying to find the thing that will bonus us most at that exact moment in time. Just to get like a little bit of extra damage for a little bit of speed. Okay, that was pretty slow feeling. I definitely think having poison or having fire would help with this quite a bit. But we're very much at the behest of, oh my god, the RNG gods. Okay, there's no point in us doing this anymore. So let's just find the fastest exit that we can and get the fuck out. Cut our losses. We're not gonna be able to kill 30 things in like the 3 seconds we got left here. If there's even 30 things left at this point. We're pretty far into the level, to be honest. It's kind of wild how punishing it is. I don't know why I even tried to grab that. It's pretty wild how punishing it is to take a random hit like later into a level. Because if you take a hit at the start, it really doesn't matter. You can probably still get your flawless. Okay, there are the cells. I'm not even going to bother to get those. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure when it saves. So maybe we buy that. We come on through here. And then we restart. Because in my mind, a loading screen will always signify like a saving kind of moment. This is based off of nothing at all. So, maybe don't trust me, but I don't know. We got pretty lucky the first time around, I feel like. But we haven't made too much progress. Well, that's not true. We bought some stuff. we've had the opportunity to purchase a couple things today, so that's good. We can go buy that lizard skin if you really want to. That sounds kind of weird when you call it a lizard skin. It just sounds like a lizard's flesh, which it isn't. It isn't. I'm not out here being some freakazoid buying a lizard's flesh. Don't worry, guys. Okay. Yep, shops also pause the timer. It's like shops and relevant story time. I started to talk about it a little bit ago, but I got lost in the sauce, and I think I stopped talking about it. Some random thing happened. So I completely lost my focus. Oh, you can freeze the water too. I remembered you could electrify it, but I did not remember being able to freeze it. I wonder if that just has like a stronger slow effect. I don't think we want this one actually. Well, maybe we do. This looks like another exit. Yeah, that was a waste of time. Okay, we gotta go up. Low-key running low on time to get 15 more kills, but maybe we'll get lucky. This is actually yet another section that will pause the game. Or not pause the game, but pause the timer at least. Am I missing something here? I feel like we explored a lot of the map. Unless there was more stuff to the left of the shop. And I kind of ignored it. Oh, I did see... Hold up. I did see that rune. Okay, no, I just ignored it. Fuck, I played myself. I didn't really think about stuff being over here. I don't even know if we need to freeze on these guys. It just seems slower. So, as goated and useful as the freeze is, most of the time, might be a bit slower for what we're doing. Might be good for, like, guys like him. Just because they can be a bit of a pain to navigate sometimes. Oh, we're not getting this one, dude. We were so close. If I hadn't frozen a few more enemies, we would have been good. Damn, dude. That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Even when we don't get the 40 cells each time or whatever, it ends up mathing out too. I still think it's worth it to do this. Damn, I can't believe we just like crushed it on the first run. And now we're kind of flubbing it a bit. Hey, them's the breaks though. Oh, 47 away. We play our cards right. It's only like 2 good runs. 2 good speedy runs. It would only be 2 minutes each. Like, we've already gotten so many, like, I feel like, to be honest, I don't know the numbers, but I feel like we've gotten more cells in this video than we've gotten, like, the whole series so far. And we haven't even been recording for that long. This kind of feels like the meta, perhaps. Maybe I'm tripping. I'd love to hear about it in the comments if you guys are Dead Cells heads and you have input on if this is silly or if this is super awesome and 5-head and I just missed the same ledge 2 times. Okay, this isn't going well. Okay, we're just gonna go for the speed timer, fuck it. We're not even gonna bother wasting our time with him at this point. Truly going full speedrun mode. Look at that. Well, oh, fuck. It was 30 seconds for 20 cells. Maybe that's more worth it, just going for speed. Like, look at that. And if I cared about these, I'd be pogging, but I definitely don't know how worth it is to go for both of those bonuses in a normal run. In like a run where you feel like you actually want to get stuff done. Because while the bonus is quite huge from being able to get both of those rooms, I don't think it outweighs skipping every single like check basically in the main first floor. Because I feel like you can kind of set yourself up. Because you get like cool equipment and gear and stuff. And like while you do get that in the other room, you only get one. So, I don't know. It's really hard to say. Oh, I can just restart. I don't even need to do all this. That's definitely going to save some time in the long term. This feels a little bit scummy, maybe. So I'm not sure how much I'll actually do this throughout the course of the series. But at the same time, I thought it seemed like a 5-head strat. Like it might be kind of a fun, like, one-off episode idea. Just seeing how much random shit we can accomplish, basically. I'm glad that didn't hurt me. Okay, it seems... Oh my god, really? Damn. That's a pretty good thing to just randomly drop like that. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm trying to not really read what the items do, because I don't want to accidentally get, like, a goated item. And then get sad when I realize that I got rid of it. Because I was trying to go fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck, boy. The classic video reference. It's a Keemstar. For some reason in my head, it is Keemstar that made that video. That guy is such a piece of garbage. I really hate those kind of people who just like farm drama all the time, all day. Dude's basically YouTube TMZ, even though TMZ's got their own YouTube. I'm sure you get what I mean. All he does is like profit off of other people's like drama and misfortune, basically. I think like paparazzi is one of the most horrible jobs you could possibly have. Insanely not based, insane L. You literally just harass people all day, like, bro, get a real job. I know, I'm over here trying to play video games for a living one day, but like, goddamn, at least that's like a thing, like entertainment, you know what I mean? Really, that would be like peak though, being able to stream and like do YouTube or something for a living. I think that'd be super cool. I really just always wanted to be an entertainer. Any type of entertainer, really. TV, music, movies, whatever. Gaming. Okay, we're not gonna hit our timer. And then at that point, like, damn. Doing the math, maybe just spamming 30-second runs and not even going for the flawless at the same time is more of a strat. Because on average, it's been like basically nearly 2 minutes every time we've gotten to that point. So maybe just straight speedrun strats faster than going for all these kills too. Going for the kills, I guess, would probably be a bit better for like a real run. Like an actual attempt. Because like, I could maybe clear some of these floors pretty fast if I get a little more lucky. So, that might be kind of worth it. You know what I mean? You can just... Oh, here it is. Nice. This is like the micro run session. The microbe session. Oh, there it is. Alright, you know what? For science and for saving myself a lot of time in the future, let's try something. Okay, let's buy that. Look at that. Health Flask 3. That's a huge starting bonus. We're going to go for the Health Flask 4 as well. Because that's just gonna like extend our runs like so much. Every episode after this is gonna benefit from this episode like an absurd amount. Having a whole extra flask might not seem like a lot. Wait, hold that thought for a second. We're at 293. So let's just make sure that we're chill. Let's make sure that we're chilling. And next time we go to the guy, it's still 293. Because that way we can save another like 30 seconds between like doing the next floor and dying, basically. Save 30 seconds on our death time. It's like a death warp and a speedrun. But, yeah, I am not gonna lie. I completely forgot what thought I was holding. I gotta stop interrupting myself, bro. ADHD, go crazy. Brain go burr too hard. I think maybe I was talking just about spamming the 30-second runs. We're not even gonna bother with these guys. We're just here for the door, bro. We are just here for the door. So that way we can try out the speed strat, see if we can just bang out like 800 runs in like 5 minutes. Because if you're doing like a 30-second run, okay, we're 30 seconds now, so it's not exactly true. But if we just do like a very quick run over and over again, I think we will definitely outperform going for the flawless every time. I mean, don't even bother, it doesn't matter. Nice. Look at that. See, 48 seconds. Guaranteed the 30 cells. Because there's a bit of that RNG factor of like how many enemies we can find that are close to the start of the run. Oops, this one. If we go for the other one. See, just like that, 20 cells. Yep, 293. Okay, so we don't even have to go into the stage. We can just press restart right from there. That is fire. That is unironically awesome. Alright, let's go again. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many of these I'm gonna go for right now. But it seems like really clutch. I think we're 5 head. Man, what's your guys' thoughts on napping? I feel like napping is always a fucking mistake. Like, that's what happened today. I ended up taking like a huge nap before posting this video. Because I thought my backlog was longer than it was for this, actually. But I forgot that a few of the recordings in my little folder, my little Dead Cells folder, were actually not real recordings, and they were me trying to fix a horrendous audio issue I was having. So, yeah, I kind of played myself a little bit. Maybe it's not entirely the nap's fault. Maybe I should have just posted it before I sat down. But to be fair, that's all I did. All I did was sit down. I didn't expect to fall asleep, but you know how work is sometimes. It just makes you ridiculously tired and makes you just like a corpse, you know? Like a walking dead body. But with that said, and back to the original question, I feel like I love naps, but I also hate them, like, in an unreasonable amount. And the reason I say this is because if I didn't have to work, if I didn't have to go waste 8 hours of my day, 5 days a week, not even, it's more than 8, it's like 10 hours a day. When you, like, get commuting into the picture, you waste 10 hours, 5 days a week, doing some dumb shit you don't even want to do, just so you have the money to survive. It's like, so fucked up. I know I'm probably preaching to the choir here, and it's like, yeah, welcome to the real world, buddy. No one likes work, but like, man, I think about that stuff so often, like, it's seriously, like, fucked up how little freedom we have with our time. in the current era. The current era. Sorry. But I just wish we had more time in the day, man. And it's sad because I don't see that ever changing. I don't think we'll ever go to like a 4-day work week being standardized or like a 3-day work week being standardized. Maybe 3 days is asking for too much, but like, I feel like it's not. We're on Earth for a very short amount of time. I feel like you should have more time to just enjoy life. But that ain't really how it works now, is it? But yeah, it is what it is. Not to get talking about work too much. I know a lot of people probably don't want to be thinking about that when they're watching a video, but you know what? Taking a cue from Tony, the GOAT Strawberry Space Milk, world's best Isaac player. You know what? This is my channel, and if I want to talk about how shitty the concept of work is for 5 minutes, I can fucking do that. I can talk about whatever I want here. We could talk about the logistics of how a chode works all day, and it would be fine, because this shit's my channel, and I gotta keep that in mind and be less awkward recording some of these videos. Because like I'm really trying to get into the flow of making videos, because it is a bit awkward, man. It is a little bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you're very brutally aware of the fact that you're just sitting in your room, playing a video game and talking to yourself. So, it does have a bit of weird factor to it, I feel like. But I think the more I've been recording these Dead Cells videos, the more comfortable I've gotten with myself recording a video, which is really cool. Because, like, you might say, oh, foof, like, don't you, like, stream on Twitch a bunch? I do stream on Twitch a bunch, but it feels a lot less weird streaming on Twitch. Because I was very lucky with the way I started on Twitch. I was a very active chatter before I ever started actually, like, streaming. So I had a lot of support from a lot of cool people. Like, right when I started streaming, basically. I wasn't like, oh my god, this guy's blowing up, super huge, next big guy. But like, there's pretty much always been someone in chat. Like, literally at all times. Why am I buying this? So I've been very, very blessed to have good friends. And just like an awesome community right from day one, basically. And I've never really had to deal with that awkward hurdle when you first start streaming, and it's like, it's just you in your room, man. There's no one watching, there's no one talking. It's just you, yourself, and you. It's like the little me, myself, and I play. I know, that was silly. But whatever. So yeah, there's a bit of like a, I don't know if I want to call it a learning curve, but like comfortability curve. That's gotta be the first time anyone's ever said that. But yeah, I think, oh wow. I think it's getting a lot better. I'm trying to like get better at improv stuff in general too, to be honest. Like, it's weird to call this improv, I guess, but just talking about random stuff on the fly. Being a little bit more talkative and personable. Because your boy's kind of incredibly awkward. So, not like right now, but in person and stuff too. I'm just like an awkward guy. So I unironically think that streaming and like just doing like content stuff like this in general has made me a bit less awkward. Like a lot of the times in conversations in real life, nobody's really talking about anything. Everyone's just kind of yapping. So I'm trying to unlock my inner yapper. Like, I feel like this is a big bunch of enemies right now. Maybe, okay, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we go for that flawless, but we got hit like instantly. And I honestly don't know if it's even worth doing it. When the reward for speed is so fast, or so high, and you can do it so quickly. I don't really see a point in going for the kills as well. Maybe I'm taking crazy pills. Maybe my math is horrible and it's totally off, and we are screwing ourselves like crazy by doing this. But this feels super efficient. Actually, maybe it's not. I never really thought about it before, but I wonder if you get cells. Like, well, obviously you get some cells, but I wonder if you get, like, a lot of cells for killing the concierge guy, like that first boss. Because it would be kind of cool, I think. If you got, like, a bonus set of cells. For killing the boss, so you're not really incentivized to do this. Because while I know I'm doing this, I don't know if it's really that... I don't know if it's that based, you know what I mean? Well, I guess we might as well grab that. Maybe we can go for the double here, even though I still don't think it's worth it. Dude is in the biggest, most awkward fight with himself over whether or not the cheese is too cheesy, and whether or not it's even fast to do flawless. I don't think it is, man. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna stick to my convictions. And until someone tells me in the comments this isn't fast, I'm just gonna do this. But this does feel fast. This does feel incredibly fast. Isn't there like a thing on one of these guys? Maybe not. Maybe it's the back left one. But yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to be having episodes like this all the time. I just thought it was kind of cool that I thought about doing this. I feel like I discovered like a cool grinding method. I bet it's been discovered by like every single person who has ever played this game. But for me personally, this series is kind of about just chronicling the journey and like seeing the true Dead Cells player experience from someone who's like pretty new, and hopefully to the point where they could go to the game, because I would very much like to get really good at this game. I think it's just like a fun game to flex at, if you will. It's a fun game to get good at. Because, like, it's very satisfying to play. And then when you watch, like, a really good Dead Cells player, it just feels good. You can almost feel, like, the kinetic energy coming off of them. Kinetic energy is not really the right way to put it, but, like, I don't know how to describe it. Dude, what am I doing? I got a little bit confused by that configuration there. So it looks like if we see stairs like this, if we just keep running towards them, it's usually an exit. Usually a pretty clear indication of an exit. We're getting speedy, man. Also, interestingly enough, I feel like most of the time we've gotten the really fast runs, it's been us getting out to the castle outskirts, which is the newest DLC, which is kind of interesting, because you would think that it would be a little bit like further in, like a little bit more like locked behind weird stuff, rather than like the first easiest to go into door that you find. I wonder if there's like an achievement or something for not buying, or not picking up one of the starting items. Is this the end, dude? Oh my god, it is. 14 seconds. This seems impossible to beat in terms of farming. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? There's the whole thing of like, all you're doing is screwing yourself over and missing content or whatever. Oh, no. So if you leave that room before you get the cells, you actually don't get the cells. That's good to know. You can go back at least, though. It was chill. Like, I don't think we'd even be close to getting this health flask upgrade right now if we hadn't done the strat. Because not only have we almost fully unlocked a ridiculously expensive item by doing this, but we unlocked a full item before that. We just unlocked like an entire flask. And we're about to unlock another one. It's kind of crazy. Damn, that arrow flies far. Like, look at this. It's like I just have everything mapped out for how to get to the outskirts as fast as possible in my head. My brain is evolving. I'm seeing the tile sets. I don't know if this game uses tile sets like Dead by Daylight or whatever. But I do feel like we are getting through these a lot faster. This has gotta be cheese. I feel like they have to have like considered this as like an option that people would do this. But I guess at the end of the day, what do they care? How the player plays their game as long as they're playing it. Okay, that's actually kind of a fun conversation topic, I think. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that series on YouTube. It's called like Developers React to Speedruns. It's a really cool series idea, and believe it or not, it was actually made by IGN. Oh my god, what? IGN having an original thought? I know. I was surprised too. IGN gotta be one of the worst publications in the universe. Not just on Earth, but in the whole damn universe. But they actually had a pretty cool idea with developers reacting to speedruns. It is exactly what it sounds like. They just get the developers of different video games to react to like a speedrun of their game. And a decent, like a good portion of the time, the developers are like freaking out in a good way and like pogging and like super excited. They're like, wow, this is so cool. Or sometimes they'll even be like, oh yeah, I knew about this kind of strat. Like we were doing this when we were testing the game and stuff. And not only is that really cool to hear, but you get to hear like a lot of little insights, like about why certain things work and whether or not they knew it was happening, or if they tried to fix it, or if they just didn't care. Because sometimes developers like found a cool thing that's kind of like a speed trick in the testing phase of the I don't know why I opened this. The testing phase of the game. Oh wow. Wow, that's actually a really good bonus. What the fuck? Okay, that's incredible. I don't know if I've seen a green door on the first floor like that. Dude, that was crazy. That was maybe the worst run anyone's ever done. Let's just pretend that one didn't happen. Let's expunge that one from the record. That's super funny. But yeah, as I was saying with the IGN developers react to speedruns thing, the thing that got me thinking about this right now in general is that I think it's super cool, and most of the developers also think it's super cool. But there are a surprising amount of episodes of that like series where the developers are just kind of like fucking pissed off and like half blaming each other for the things existing, and just not like just kind of molding in general about the strats that are being used. Or they're like, oh, I worked on this for like 14 million years, it sucks to just watch people skip it. And like, well, I kind of get that mindset. Like, you know, the people who speedrun your games are the people who are absolutely going to put the most amount of time into a total. You might be like, you're skipping the experience and you're totally wasting my hard work. But like, if this dude has played your game for like 3,000 hours by himself, you have made a huge impact on his life. Whether it's the impact you wanted or not, I think you should just accept it as a cool thing and move on and not be like a little baby about it. I don't know, it kind of drives me crazy. Like, most of the time the developers in those videos are like giga chill. And they're like, wow, this is awesome. Didn't know you could do that or whatever. But those off times, man, those little off episodes, they make me feel a certain type of way. They get me kind of pissed off. Like, policing the way people can have fun with something. Just because you help make the thing, it doesn't mean you can decide how it gets used. If that makes sense. I'm not saying like steal games and resell them. But like in terms of actually playing the games, I feel like you really shouldn't get mad at people who are just having a good time with the game. Playing it in a little unorthodox way. Like, chances are they played it exactly the way you wanted them to, or like mostly the way you wanted them to, their very first playthrough. And now everything after that is just extra enjoyment. But yeah, this has been my TED Talk on how annoying people can be in terms of the speedrunning side of things. I don't know if you guys have like watched many speedruns on Twitch and stuff, but there's also like a lot of people like who aren't developers who feel the same way. They'll do some like speedrun trick or whatever, and they'll get all mad and stuff, and just be like, I feel like there's no point in playing it like this because it's not the way it was made to be played. And it's like, dude, why do you care so much about how someone else, some stranger on the internet, plays a game? Like, it's crazy, dude. I think a lot of people think that their opinion matters a lot more than it does. Not to be rude, but almost nobody gives a fuck about what you have to think or say 99% of the time. You might be thinking like, foof, that's pretty ironic that you're saying this in a video that no one's gonna give a fuck about, but like, but I know that, that's the thing. I'm not being a dick about it, I'm just here trying to entertain, you know? Just here trying to spit my shit. And it's a fun thing for me to do either way, so like, it's not really about people caring about my take, it's just about trying to, yet again, trying to entertain a little bit. Try to distract you from the horrors of life 30 minutes at a time, or whatever. Nice, so I think if we do one more of these runs, we'll get this health flask. We could also get that pretty easily, and that also, and that we could do. See, that's the thing. I could just spam attempts like this forever and unlock almost everything. Well, that's not true, I guess. I need to get blueprints still. But while I could do this for every single floor for the rest of time to get every single item filled in, we are not going to do that. Oops. We're going to do a couple more, get a couple cheeky little unlocks just so today's episode doesn't feel like it was completely silly and like a waste of time. I don't think it was, but I want to make sure you guys have fun. But I feel like this is just going to unlock way too much stuff long term for us that I think this is worth doing early like this. Grinding out the extra healing flasks. Because there have been a ton of times in the series already. The series hasn't been going on for that long, but there have been a ton of times at this point that like if we just had one more heal, it could have made all the difference and we could have gotten to like a really cool new area. So the fact that we can just do one session and completely grind out 2 full additional heals, maybe like a couple new weapons, I think it's super worth it long term for the enjoyment of the game. Might as well. I like throwing those things down, even if I'm not going for kills. The tactile feel of murder is just too good. Okay. Nice. So that right there is another charge of healing unlocked, which is actually pretty huge. I think it took me like a very long time before unlocking all the heals last time. When I played this like off cam when I first played it, like a couple years ago. See, we could also unlock things like this, but I don't know. I might do more grinds like this off stream at some point, or off stream, off recording at some point. But overall, I don't think I'm going to abuse it too hard until I feel like progression has gotten like really slow and I want to get some cool items and stuff. Or if I see something in the shop that I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. I would really like to unlock this. At that point, I might do this again. But for now, I think we do 2 more runs. Well, gold reserves are pretty cheap. Preserving up to 1,000 is pretty good. So I think the plan is going to be get gold reserves 2 unlocked. We're going to see how expensive the next gold reserves are. And if it's only like 100, maybe we'll unlock those next. And then we'll call the cheese grind episode right there. Because while it's fun seeing all the unlocks fly in, I feel like this isn't really the reason most of you guys are watching. Maybe some of you guys are here for the journey, in which case you're the GOAT, but like, I imagine a lot of people are just here to watch me actually play the game. And I don't know if this really counts as actually playing the game. We're doing runs in like 30-second increments over and over again. As 5-head as it is. I don't know if it's as fun. Actually, I do know that it's not as much fun to play. And I highly doubt it's as much fun to watch, like, long term. But, like, look at the speed, man. You literally can't beat this. They had to have thought about this, but this is, like, such insane cheese. I just can't get over it. Maybe the developers really just didn't care. But either way, I'm happy it's an option. Because I don't know if you've seen how many jars there are in that initial room, but there are a lot of items to get in this game. So it is nice to have like a little bit of a speedier way to go about doing it. Is it a good thing for the game that this is like probably a meta way to play the game? Probably not, but at the end of the day, it's a single player game. Who cares about the metas? Who cares about the fastest way to do everything? It's not like an online game where things have to be balanced and things like that. It can be as busted as you want it to be, and it don't matter. It's all in the fun of the game. Okay, our gold reserves 3 is 100. We start with 1,500 coins. You know, man, I was gonna go for that, but like, do I give a shit? Eventually I will. But is 1,500 that good? I guess if we come across a gold door at the start of a run, we'll be able to open it, and that's pretty cool. But I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna do it. I don't think we're gonna do it, guys. Torch is 15. Let's buy the torch. Let's do one more. And then let's get out of here. Let's call the micro run episode. Because I would definitely like to go back to bed so I can record more. Yeah, I'm probably going back to bed after this. Or should I even? I don't even know. What do you guys usually do in like napping situations? Because like I napped by accident and I ended up napping for like a much longer time than I should have. It probably wouldn't be quite equal to a full amount of sleep over the course of a night, but like it's pretty close. But I happened to wake up like pretty early in the day, so it's like earlier than a normal person would wake up for work or anything, and it's the weekend. So I'm kind of in this awkward state where I'm like, should I even go back to bed? Am I just gonna sleep until like 3 p.m. if I go back to bed at this point? Don't know if I should commit to staying awake so I don't waste my day. Because I have a real big issue with sleeping through the weekends, and just, it feels bad, man. It feels like a really big waste of your time. Because like I was mentioning earlier, like, you gotta work most of the time you're awake. It's not fun, it sucks. So I like to try to enjoy the times that I'm not working. Because honestly, man, it's kind of a bummer. It's low-key a bummer how much of our lives we're gonna spend doing fucking nothing. And by nothing, I mean working, dude, working. Toiling away for the man. So I'll have to figure that out. But, oh, I think I quit. I don't think I reset. Yeah, I did. But with all that said and done, I think we are done with our cheese grind for today. It was fun to try it out. And it's kind of cool that I like figured out a good strat for grinding. It's fun figuring stuff out without looking it up. Not to say I'm never going to use the wiki for this game, because I've already looked into it a couple of times. Not this specific thing, but like trying to remember where to get runes and such. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking stuff up randomly, but it's also fun to try to figure out some stuff on our own too, like the cultist outfit, for example. The cultist outfit is awesome, and I'm glad we figured out that strat all by ourselves on how to open that door. Dude, look at this progress though. We're filling in a lot of jars already. I didn't realize the heals go in one of those too. Damn, so those count towards it too. What a big day then in that case. Maybe not the most like thrilling episode to watch. We'll see what you guys have to say about it, but like damn, we unlocked a lot of stuff. We probably won't do something like this again on the series, but I might end up doing it again at some point, like off camera, and then just updating you guys with like the things that we bought, or have like a super cut, have a silly montage at the start of a real episode showing off us just getting the items, showing off whatever we're gonna get, and then getting into real gameplay. But yeah, that's gonna be everything for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe if you like the video, and back to your regularly scheduled Dead Cells content tomorrow. Thanks a lot. See you guys.